Hi, hello. How are you all? Those who are appearing for the second year civics paper, I may suggest you from my end is okay, this will be the very important questions. See, if you are focusing on these questions, okay, where you can secure 100 out of 18 in marks, 100 out of 18 in marks. This will be the damn sure from my end. Whatever the questions were given from my end, okay, then inshallah ta'ala you can score 18 and plus. So my first aspect of you is okay, the way how you are writing the exam in a prior way or in prior way. This could be a main aspect of that. And after that, my suggestion is okay, from 10 marks, if you were focusing the salient features of Indian Constitution, this question is going to trick. This is a direct question since intermediate board was asking 2022. So remember my words, just focus on the salient features of Indian Constitution. This is a first question where you are going to trigger, see, 8 to 9 marks. For example, this question was given for the 10 marks. If you are writing this one, you can score 8 to 9 marks. So next aspect, explain the fundamental rights as incorporated in Indian Constitution. See, just you have to focus fundamental rights. What you have to focus? Only fundamental rights. So whether it was incorporated in the Indian Constitution, these fundamental rights were taken from where? As you people were focusing on your medieval history, you could know about that one. So we need not to bother about this. This one will be direct triggerable question. So next aspect of that, describe the powers of Prime Minister. So whatever the powers does a Prime Minister has, which was incorporated in your Indian Constitution. So based on that, how a Prime Minister acts in a nation, there you have to elaborate this one. So elaborating is something which can signifies you that he is a replicator. So based on that scenario, you have to write this answer. So next, describe the composition, powers and the functions of Election Commission in India. So what I could suggest you, okay, if you were focusing above 3-1, this is more enough. Rather than of that, if you were focusing, see, first focus first one, second one, third one. Later of that, you just focus on the whatever the factors you were saying about the agitation of separation of the Telangana state. This will give you the 28 to 29 marks. This is guarantee from my end. 28 to 29 marks. If you were focusing on salient features of Indian Constitution, fundamental rights, and third one, describe the powers of the Prime Minister, and last one, my suggestion is the separation of Telangana state from the Andhra. So if you were focusing these four, you can score 28 to 29 marks. But these marks will vary among a student. So in terms of your handwriting, in terms of the way how you are presenting in your paper, in terms of how much time you are taking to complete a answer. So remember my words, if just you focus on these four questions, okay, inshallah ta'ala you are going to score 28 to 29 marks from bullet short questions. So as of now your part A was completed. Now we were moving towards your part B. In part B, you are seeing here the multiple questions which were given here. The 11 questions were given. So these 11 questions will be copied and these 11 will be in your day after tomorrow's paper. Remember my words. So my suggestion, in part B you are just focusing on your 5 marks. Each question will vary with your 5 marks. So my suggestion is, okay, you have to focus, explain any 4 causes of Indian national movement. So write about election of president and the vice president, and what are the functions and whatever the duties are there, you have to elaborate there. So next aspect of this is write about the powers and the functions of a state governor. So as I have given you the 11 questions will vary. So you have to be practiced and you have to learn at least 10. If you are learning 10, you can easily write 8. If you are writing 8 into 5 is 40. If you are writing 8, you can score 36 to 38 marks. It completely varies with your hard work. So my suggestion, you just focus on each and every aspect of this question. If you are practicing these 1 to 11, inshallah ta'ala, you can score betterment in your results. So as of now we were completed 2 parts, and so this will be the last part, and this last part is going to give you the 30 marks. In these 30 marks, what you have to do, so they will give you the multiple questions. From those questions you have to write only 15. Each will carry 2. 15 into 2 is your 30. 15 into 2 is your 30. As you are seeing here, there were the 18 questions. If you are focusing these 18 questions, you are going to write 15. These are bullet questions. You need not to follow any such kind of the material. You need not to focus on here and there. So whatever the things I am elaborating here, just focus on that. If you are focusing on that, inshallah ta'ala, you are going to secure 30. In 30 marks you are going to secure near to 26 to 28. See, if you are listening my words, as in part A you are scoring 28 marks, in part B you were scoring 37 marks, in part C you were scoring 27 marks. If you are just obeying my words, you can score these marks from your part A, part B and part C. At the end of the day, you will be with a betterment near to the 80 marks. So just listen to me, just follow these questions. If you are following these questions, inshallah ta'ala, you are going to give your best in your civics paper. I wish that all the very best for your examination. I hope that you very all the best. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.